All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're here, we're live, we're taking your questions. So get them in the chat box wherever it appears on your device. And we're going to just try to get those answered for you if we can. Let's see what else we got going on here. 1 second, I'm about to sneeze. Fucking demons inside of me. Everything's on fire. I'm sneezing like mad. Oh, yeah. So if you haven't yet, you can still sponsor people for the Shred Foundation all-day shred-a-thon on Saturday this week. So 2 days away from that. Also, put a bounty out on Steve Maggio or Danny Hairston's head. So if you go to the all-day shred-a-thon at Big Snow AD in New Jersey and you spray either of them, I will definitely send you a sticker pack. So we're trying to raise money for Shred Foundation. The link is down below in the description of this video. Also, shout out to our sponsor, Marhar Snowboards, for, well, sponsoring us. I mean, if you need a custom snowboard or you want to ride the board that I designed, the Lumberjack, you should swing over to Marhar Snowboards and check it out. They're the best at making custom boards. Anyways, I know there's no top 5 video this week. I was lazy and I took my car to the shop and then cried at how much I had to pay for it. So, there's that. Anyways, so I want to get your questions. I'm going to try to answer them. Let's see what we can do from there. So get those answered. I know everyone's kind of getting ready to for the season because we're kind of going on that. Actually, I woke up today and I could see my breath outside at 7 in the morning. It was amazing. It was great. It's just a further reminder we are getting closer to snowboard season. So, yeah. So get those questions in. We're going to try to answer them. Also, if you're not a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, but you're looking for the reviews, the written reviews are on Angry Snowboarder VIP. So if you sign up, become a member, you can go through all the way till June 1st when we launch the first bit of them, but there's been a review posting every day, and that'll go until I think like August 25th. So you'll be able to check out those reviews early. Also, we got to finish up Slim Whitman's wonderful tour of the U.S. looking for me. We got 4 more voicemails from the man, the myth, the legend. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, someone's got to have some fucking questions for me to answer. I mean, come on. There's new product dropping. Tons of new product, which, speaking of new product, I've edited almost all the Amplid review videos. So we got that going on. Then I'll go into the Capita, and those will start dropping September-ish, probably sometime between the 1st and the 15th. So, yeah. Okay, so we got a question from Brian Lanos. Hey, Avran, glad you're back into the swing of things. Jones Ultra Mountain Twin or Karua Auto, which is better for all mountain steep runs carving? So overall, that Ultra Mountain Twin covers all 3 of those better than the Auto, in my opinion. That's just kind of how it is. It's just a better... That new Ultra Mountain Twin for 2022 is fucking phenomenal. That is probably the best version of it. I like that more than the regular Mountain Twin. And even though you got to pay for that price upgrade, it's totally worth it. It rides so much better than what it has ridden in the past. It's snappy. It's playful where you need it. You got a good edge hold. It's got power. Like the Auto has a lot of the same things, but it's a little more forceful of a ride. You really have to put your body weight into it to drive it. Whereas the Ultra Mountain Twin, you can be a little bit more laid back with it. So, yeah, that hopefully answers that question. David Lee, anything from Battalion that excites you? Realistically, they didn't change too much for 2022. The Omni got a new shape. I'm still a big fan of like the Party Wave, the Surfer, let's see, Camel 2. Those are all really good ones. Like, they're unique shape boards. When it comes down to their twin stuff, the Disaster's okay. But there's a lot of overlap. Like, I feel like they have too many boards in their line that just continuously overlap with it. So yeah. Also, if you're buying online, do me a favor and click it through the affiliate links down below. I need to make some fucking money so I can reinvest it back into you guys. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Aldo Argument. What are some good gears that people should be looking in the summer season? Well, first through fifth gear are really good, but if you can get a car with a transmission that goes up to 8 or 12, I definitely recommend that. You want forward progression in your gears. Those are where you're really going to be able to just get your speed, and you want to make sure that the gear ratio is pretty solid. All right, we got the first super chat of the day from Cockmeat Espresso. Arfan Ladaddy, hi. All right. First spin of the day. So remember to eat your muscle cheese. Eat your muscle cheese. That's what happens when you leave muscle milk out long enough. It turns to muscle cheese, and if you eat it, you get strong. Okay. We got Billy Ray Valentine. What is that hat? This is an old interior plane project, RIP hat. I felt like I should just wear that. It's one of my favorite companies, and they are no more. All right. Tyler Kim, opinions on the 21 Malavitas. Have a LibTech terrain record. Looking for a good match for freestyle. The Malavitas will pair well with that terrain record. That's actually a really good matchup in there. The only thing that I would note is on the back of that Malavita on the base plate, if you look, there's a slight wing that comes out and has a point. When you land off kilter, it twists and it pokes down into the top sheet. It can crack the top sheet. With a LibTech, it's going to be a little more resilient to that, but that is one issue with those that I would be aware of. If you want something comparable that doesn't have that wing, I would check out the Rome Vice. That's a very personal favorite of mine that I keep highly recommending. All right, we got T. Jones looking for a spin of the wheel. So remember, if you super chat, you get a spin of the wheel. We're giving away sticker packs. Next month, we'll give away something bigger. I'm not sure what, but something bigger. Ooh, not a win. That's a rough one. All right. Let's see. Oh my God. 4x4 third period. Fairly new typo, but some of the top sheet is coming off on the edges. Warranty, or have I knocked it while riding? You knocked it while fucking riding. Here's what you're going to do. This is a file. Do you know how to use a file? You're going to put the board flat on a bench, and you're going to take the file, holding it at an angle like this, and you're going to go around the edge 3 times, making a slight bevel of that top sheet. So that way, when something hits it, it gives it a glancing blow rather than peeling the top sheet up. Now, where it is peeling up, take a razor blade and cut it off if it's a little, and slap a little 2-part epoxy, marine grade 2-part epoxy. And you want to use more resin than hardener. The reason for that is it will flex more naturally with the board. You're going to mix that up. You're going to slather that on where it's peeled back or where you cut it off. And then you're going to put some duct tape over it, good old duct tape. And you're going to put it right over that. And then you're just going to let it sit overnight. And then you're going to peel the duct tape off in the morning. And you're going to take your razor knife or a scraper, and you're going to scrape off any of the excess with it, and then take the file, once again, and you're going to file that side right where it meets the sidewall to bevel it down a little bit better. That way it'll hopefully protect you from any delams or anything in the future with it. But that is not a warranty issue at all. Anyone that thinks that's a warranty issue, punch yourself in the dick. If you don't have a dick, punch yourself in the ovaries. Don't have ovaries, don't have a dick. I don't know what the fuck you are. Punch yourself in the throat. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got Billy Ray asking if we got any more slim calls this week. No more slim calls this week. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. Hopefully he's dead. But we do have 4 voicemails to go through when we get more people in here, because everyone needs to hear the wit and wisdom of Slim Whitman. Not the musician like up there, but the actual stalker person. So, yeah. All right. So we got Eldo Argument, Zima, and Angry Noises for Life. Always about the angry noises. Well, that was easy enough. You just won yourself a small sticker pack, Sarah. Shoot me an email, angrysnowboarder@gmail.com, and I will get that in the mail to you. sometime in the future. I got to sit down and make some more die cuts. I've been slacking on that for a little while here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, get your questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. Super Chat's good a spin of the wheel. And if you're looking to support a snowboard charity, check out the link in the description down below for the Shredathon from Shred Foundation taking place this Saturday, the 24th at Big Snow AD in New Jersey. Yes, that's right. They're doing an all-day Shredathon trying to raise money for their summer program for their kids. Basically, just so anyone that doesn't know, Shred Foundation isn't one of these foundations that just take kids up onto the hill and, oh, they went snowboarding and then shove them back off. They actually bring the kids up. They try to teach them a trade in the snow industry. They're trying to get them, whether they're going to be videographers, writers, filmers, instructors, lift mechanics, stuff like that. They get them involved in the snow industry. They are creating snowboarders. They're not creating people that snowboard, which is a very big thing. So, yeah. All right. And we got Howdy, it's David with the super chat saying Sancho's Impossible Taco with the flour tortilla. Sancho's is the local taco spot in Breckenridge. I highly recommend it. Well, sir, your son just won some stickers. All right. What do we got here? Okay, yellow backpack guy. Probably a dumb question, but do you have merch? Yes, go to angrysnowboarderstore.com. angrysnowboarderstore.com. There is merchandise. I am in the process of sampling some new stuff to actually put up on there. So if you liked that creepy van sticker that we did or that you saw on Instagram, that will be coming to it. Also, the just because we both ride snowboards doesn't mean we'll be friends. We'll be coming to the store. So hopefully pretty soon we will have some new merchandise up on there. I'm slowly working on that. But yeah, we're getting there. So angrysnowboarderstore.com. There should be a description or a link in the description down below. Okay. Let's see. Captain Rusty Beard. Please, can you do a video on the top 5 signs you have a snowboard instructor who doesn't have a clue what they're doing? Well, I mean, all 5 of them would be you're talking to a snowboard instructor. I mean, what's the difference between God and a snowboard instructor? God doesn't think he's a snowboard instructor. All right. All right. Let's see. We got Grungy Poo asking, anything you're excited about for the coming season, both snow-related or not? So in terms of snow-related, you'll be seeing the top 5 boards, most hyped boards, which these are my personal pick of the boards that everyone should be definitely checking on. But Mega Mercury from Capita is really solid. The Amplit stuff, some more of the Karua stuff as well. Tellus has some cool stuff going on. I'm really looking forward to riding the new ride boards. I actually didn't get a chance to get on that, so I want to see how those ride. Let's see what else we got going on out there in the snow world. Well, the L1 outerwear line is always really cool to check out. I rode the Solomon Dance Hall. I'm really hyped on that. I'm stoked to see more people ride that. I want to see Solomon go to more radial side cuts on their boards instead of that fucking quadrilaser bullshit. Let's see. Hopefully Gilson goes out of business. I'm really hoping. I mean, I've been hoping for years for that, but I would be really stoked if that bullshit company, which speaking of them, you're going to get 2 explained videos on their bullshit technology from me because, you know, evidently I have to do this so people aren't stupid and buy this shit. But yeah, okay. So anyways, what do we got here? Christopher Yee, looking at getting a Pow Cruiser all-around board and thinking Nitro dropout, 53 or 56, 145 pounds and 5'10". Also thoughts on that versus the Rome Ravine, have a Slush Slasher and a Dinosaurs Will Die Bogart too. You couldn't go wrong with either of those boards between the Dropout or the Ravine. Personally, if you got a Slush Slasher and you got that Bogart, I'd get the Dropout in the 53. I think that would be the better matchup. It would fit between your Bogart and your Slush Slasher, so you'd have your volume shifted. You've got your freestyle board, and then you kind of got your all-mountain freestyle fun fuck around whatever type of deck it is. So you got that going for you. But yeah, that's definitely what I would check out. So yeah, let's see, what do we got here? We got our boy Carlos Enriquez. Cheers, fam. Checking in from Snowmass Chairlift. Riding these in the summer feels blasphemous. I mean, at least you're riding a chairlift. You could be like the guy the other day. I had to go over Swan Mountain, and motherfucker is like out there. He's got those summer rollerblade skis, no shirt, with like this band around his chest, just struggling, trying to like pull himself up. And I was like, God damn, that guy really loves riding the pole. He's just riding them. So, riding a chairlift is better than doing that shit. I mean, that shit's just awful. And remember to pray to the altar of snowboarding. All right. We got Rubo Eras, Hangry, Betterwell just saying hi. Well, you're still getting a spin of the wheel, sir. So remember, Super Chats get a spin of the wheel. And I want everyone to know Slim Whitman's mom is alive. Okay. Taking a question here from Clancy McIntyre. Have you been on the new Capit Outsiders? I have. The early review actually just dropped on Angry Snowboarder VIP today. Would you recommend that over the DOA for a do-it-all parkboard? I would recommend it if you're more of a jumper or more riding transition, or you're more of an aggressive rider. If you need something beefier than the DOA, something that's got a little more rebound to it, that takes a little bit more drive to it, something that's going to be hitting bigger features, then yes. If you're more laid back, you're riding like the small park, medium features, medium stuff, then you want the DOA in that regard. Okay. Let's see. Clay Schlegel, do you have to pay for parking at Big Snow? I didn't. Oh, wait, no, we did. We did pay, but it was like, it was $1.50 or something stupid. It was cheap for parking at Big Snow. It was like $1.50. It's nothing. Like, it's New Jersey. I think you can return cans there and they give you a nickel back. So, go get your favorite band and, return them and get a bunch of quarters and then pay with that. So, okay. Border 411. Have you looked at the new 2022 cartel? Same old thing as the 2021? Yeah, I think they just added 2 different colorways for it. There's a lot of carry forward for next year, just due in part to the pandemic. And I'm pretty sure that those were one of them. Okay. Kevin Cesura. Did you ever get to step on the K2 Alchemist? I did. If so, do you have a quick take on it if it lives up to the hype? It does. There you go. I've been on it, and it does live up to the hype. The review of that will be dropping in September. For everyone else, the early review will be dropping, I believe, next month on Angry Snowboarder VIP. Oh, God. Don't you be sitting in here trying to fucking sell shit. Ugh. Okay. Well, let's see what we got going on here. Looking for another question. Okay. Atticus Allen. Any tips on how or how not to do a Japan trip? I don't know. Buy a plane ticket and go. Make sure you have a passport. I've never been. I want to go. I know you ain't a Vail fan, but would you get an Epic if you lived on the Ice Coast? Fuck no. Fuck Vail. Vail's awful. The only thing Vail's good for is buying their stock and pump and dumping it. Like, fuck, I wish I'd taken my advice last year in March, April, when I was like, stock's down below about 115 a share. I wish I'd bought it fucking over 300 now. Fuck. It's the only good thing that comes out of Vail is their fucking stock. It has a nice dividend. Okay. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, get your questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to fucking answer them for you. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. And yeah, let's see what we got here. All right. We got Geode New Zealand. Angry, have medium and large Smith Vantage helmet. The large feels better with the boa tightened almost all the way. The medium helmet needs boa required to be opened almost the way. Suggest. Oh man, you're like in that weird in-between size. Tell you what, put them on how you want them with the boa tightened down in there. Then grab your helmet and go like this. If the helmet slides and your head doesn't move with it, it's too big. What you want is you want your forehead to kind of squunch with it and go back and forth with it. You want to make sure that you don't have any excess play in there. You want it snug. All right. Let's see. Stan Deeks, any thoughts on the K2 excavator versus the dance hall? So here's the thing. When you look at them, you would think that the excavator and the dance hall would be kind of in the same category. They're not. They're two completely, they ride entirely different. Like the dance hall, even with its weird shape and how it does everything, is still more freestyle, playful focused, where that excavator is a little more like charging powder focused. It really is. They ride entirely different. I wouldn't even put them in the same category. All right. All right. All right. We got Chris Bond, my boy over in the United Kingdom. Remind the SBOTI to watch your boot fit 101. See you at Gravity next February. Can't wait to see you in February, sir. Yes. If anyone has boot fitting issues, you can always check the boot fitting 101 videos on this channel, which I am actually going to be updating and redoing a lot of those to just give you guys more information on how to customize your snowboard boots at home to get a more dialed fit in. I actually just got an important prop for this. I ordered a medical foot, so it's the actual skeleton with the ligaments, so that I can actually show you guys like what you're working with on it. And I'm hopefully going to have access to a heat mold tower and a heat molding oven for liners, so that I can actually show you guys how they work and do the video right here in house. So yeah, but shout out to Chris over there in the UK. All right, well, Slim Whitman's mom, she's getting passed around today. Okay. All right, let's see. Yellow Backpack Guy, do you notice any difference using bindings with Skate Tech? Yes, it changes the power dynamic. So like with a flat binding, it's just flat. That's it. And so when you push down, you're basically pushing into the binding. It's going like this. With Skate Tech, you got this rocker in there and you get a little bit of play in there. So when you go to your toe, you're pushing down with the toe, but it's also pulling the heel up. That's driving more power into that toe edge. And the same thing can be said when you roll back onto your heel edge. It's putting that power back down into it while pulling the toe up. So the power dynamic is different. It's not as big of a drastic movement as most people would think, but it is noticeable enough that you do get a different power dynamic in there out of it. I like it for what it is, but what I don't like is that lateral play is gone because you have that hinge right there. So you don't get as much lateral play with the binding. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, B-Man 1818, can you recommend a board like the Burton Custom that is not a Burton? Yes. So I would check out the Endeavor Live. That would be a good one right there. Let's see. The Capita Indoor Survival is kind of like, if you're talking about the twin, I assume you're talking about the Burton Custom twin, then that would be pretty close. If not, you could do a Jones Mountain twin. That's kind of on the same page as that. To an extent, the Telos DST kind of feels like it too. And the Rome Agent as well. Okay, Kevin Cesare, do you think the change to the slime walls is actually going to make a noticeable difference in the 2022 Warpig? I do. I think that that's going to change the dynamic. I was talking to Bernie at Powder Tools up in Steamboat. Great shop. Always go in there, say hi to him or Curtis, or Carl, or Thunder Cheeks. They're all great people up there. I love that shop. But Bernie had one. He got one, I think, in November or something, and he was like, "This changes the whole dynamic of how it rides." He's like, he wanted me to go get on it one day, but I was riding something else, so it just didn't happen. But it does change that whole power dynamic in the board. So I'm really curious to see how that does ride, which I should hopefully get one in November to test out. So yeah. Flare Blitz. What boards have you picked up for the upcoming season for personal use? Well, I still have my Cool Bean, which I might retire, but for personal use, I've got a new lumberjack from Marhart, our official sponsor of the live stream. So I have a custom one-off lumberjack actually right over here. So I've got that one there. I did have it last season, but I think I only rode it like one day. I do have a Karua Cafe Racer, but I might swap that out for a transition finder. And then I also have that Telos Mike Ranquit right up there on the wall too. So I'll be riding that one a bunch. And part of me is debating if I get a Capita Mega Mercury or not. I do have a brand new Endeavor Archetype Swallowtail as well, which I think that only got like 4 days of use last year. Okay. Tyler Kim, most lightweight bindings, children's bindings. Unibody children's bindings, preferably the K2 ones because they only have one strap on them too. They're very lightweight. Okay. Anyways, I know we got a few more people tuning in here. If you're just tuning in, you got questions, get them in that chat box wherever it appears on your device. I'm going to try to answer them for you. Super chats do get a spin of the wheel. We've been here 25 minutes. Probably only going to do an hour today, guys, unless it really gets rolling. So, yep. So, anyways, there's that. Yeah, that's kind of where we're going on with things there. So, what is this? What do we got here? Someone's sending me something. Yeah. Well. And yeah. So my local shop, Underground Snowboards, at Underground Snowboards on Instagram, is doing a giveaway. So all you need to do, they sent this to me during the live stream because they want me to plug it. So follow Underground Snowboards, tag friends and comments below. Each friend equals 1 entry. Share in your story or as a post for bonus entries. 4 winners will be chosen August 1st. Grand prize, Underground hoodie of your choice and Vans goodie bag. Second, Underground t-shirt of your choice and Vans goodie bag. Runners up 2 times. Vans goodie bag. Yeah, winners will be picked August 1st. Yep. And you'll have a week to claim your prize. You must live in the contiguous United States to win. Winner may need to pay for shipping. Those Vans goodie bags are really interesting. Sometimes you get some good stuff. Sometimes you kind of get tchotchke shit. But yeah, so anyways, there's that. Okay. We got Michael Kulig. Avran, find myself riding more directional as far as style and board choice. Currently ride plus 12, -3 angles, but slowly moving to double positive angles help for charging carving. It will, but be aware that it does change your hip flexor. You're going to be putting more stress on that hip flexor. So at the end of the day, you're going to feel a lot more pain and stuff in there because it's against your body's natural. Like if you ever look at how we naturally stand, since we ride sideways, our feet go like this or they go slightly out. Unless you're like a mongoloid, then you got pigeon toe. You never stand and your feet are like positive angle. Yeah, it will help you with carving, but it changes the whole dynamic of how it actually rides. And even though you're riding more directional boards, I still say being a little bit duck foot on there helps, just in the event that you do end up having to ride switch or something. You're not putting extra pressure on your hip that you don't need to. So yeah. Vincent D, why do some companies keep bragging about how light their boards are? Because there's people out there that are fucking weight weenies that are like, I need to have the lightest setup on earth because it's really hard for me when I'm riding at the resort where I can see the lodge from the top and my 300 vertical, that it traumatizes me and I might need to just like take a break because it hurts, because they're fucking snowflake pussy ass bitches. Fucking eat some goddamn muscle cheese, lift some weights, get off the fucking couch right before the season starts. Maybe go take your dog for a walk. Go for a walk. Fuck. Walk past your local bar and don't sit on the bar stool. Do a little more standing. Get your asses in shape. This whole like lighter is better bullshit. Honestly, if you're in really good shape, you don't notice the difference between board weights. Like, unless you're on a Never Summer, because those things feel like a fucking front door of a house, like a big, thick oak door, because they got too much fucking fiberglass and epoxy in them. Fucking pointless. Like, look at me. Oh, I need to be I shaved a fucking nanogram off my fucking board weight. Oh, it's not hurting my knee. Take a shit before you ride, you fucking bitch asses. What the fuck, you people? Seriously, all these people that are like, my board is really heavy. Well, unless you're like 120 pounds and riding like a 170, they weigh like 5 pounds. Like almost every snowboard is universally about the same weight. I've realized that. Like you're not really shaving that much difference in there. And then when you add bindings, you get more weight on there. Like fucking keep your knees over your toes and do a fucking squat every now and then. You'll be fucking fine with it. Oh my God. Yeah, like Jesus Christ. Fucking, I need to have the lightest setup on earth. Oh, it helps me pop more. Why does my snowboard keep breaking? I don't understand. There's no rigidity to it. I fucking folded it over because I'm a goddamn douche canoe. Fucking people. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, it's time for another Slim Whitman voicemail, everyone. So this one came in July 6th at 7 a.m. while I was on vacation. So, what's a long one?
Hi, yes. This message is for Avran LeFeber. Avran, this is Slim, Stiff Slim. I thought you might like how I pulled the two names together. Those names that you call and my real name. I made the one. Okay, so okay, I've calmed down a lot. I am trying some new experimental methods of dealing with what some people might call a little bit of anger. Yeah. I found myself a new doctor on the road. Oh yes. Oh, I'm still on the road. I'm still looking for you. I want to get together and talk about how way back on the morning show you made a picture of me, and I want to show you what I really look like, all of me, so you can make a new picture of me. Yeah. So right now, I'm in Bethesda, Maryland, and I was in New Jersey looking for you at the Snow Dome. I heard a rumor you might be there. I did not see you. That's a problem, Avran. This is all getting to be a problem. I need to see you soon. I can't afford to be on the road anymore, but you're gonna take little Earl Terry away from me. I need you.
That may have been the most coherent Slim Whitman voicemail we've ever gotten. Whew. He was definitely stalking me there. So, well, okay. Let's see. Okay. Anyways, we got more people coming in. If you're just getting in, get your questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. Super chats do get a spin of the wheel. We're giving away stickers, chances, and a future prize drawing. Next month, we're going to give away something big. I don't know. Snowboard, outerwear, snowboard and outerwear. I don't know. Bindings. Maybe I'll give away a full fucking setup. Who knows? So yeah, we're going to be giving away some stuff for that. Also, if you're looking for the reviews of the 2022 product, you want to get them early, you can always sign up and be a member at Angry Snowboarder VIP. We utilize the Patreon platform for that, but you do have access all the way back to June 1st when we started putting out a review a day for that. So I think there's like 87 reviews or something that'll end, I think, around the 25th of August next month. For you guys out there, we're just doing that for you. I've started editing the videos. We're going to do some stuff a little different this year with how we drop the reviews. It's not going to be like one big mass drop and then a live streamathon after. I think what I'm going to do is maybe 2 reviews a day, 2 or 3. I'm not really sure. And some of them I'll do like a live premiere. So I'll be in the chat answering for you, and others will just go live. The other question that I have for you guys, and this is for all you viewers, would you like me to bring back a form of the podcast? What I'm thinking of doing is ripping these live streams audio as well as the reviews audios, the explained audios, and maybe not the top 5 videos audio, but I would be putting them in podcast form so that you could just find them a little easier. You know, maybe you're in a shop, you want to just hear a quick take, and rather than watch a video, you could just like have your earphones in, listen to like a 5-7 minute video of a review, or maybe you're at work, you know, you can just put your headphones in, listen to the live stream, although the clack of the wheel will probably cause you to go deaf. Yeah. So anyways, there's that. Also, for anyone that's asking if we got a new microphone or anything, no, switch computers, where we upgraded to the new computer, the old one, which hasn't been updated in 1,039 days because I'm going for a record on that thing, has kind of lived its lifespan. You know, it's about 10 years old. So it's time to retire that MacBook Pro and use the new MacBook Pro. So we got that. But also, I'm going to be toying around with a possible live stream feature that I could have other people join me on it. So I might offer that up to you guys to, you know, have the opportunity to come in, be part of the live stream with me. I'm still working out some details on that. So that's loosely it. And also working on getting some new kind of games, things other than the wheel, like, you know, so yeah. So we got that going on. Anyways, yeah, we got 77 of you guys in here. Get those questions over in the chat box. I've been here for 35 minutes. Probably going to stay another 25 minutes unless you guys really need me to answer some questions. So yeah, we got that because obviously I got to go take care of my dog because she's fucking teething and she's out there like chewing on the side of the stove or some shit. I don't know. It sounds like a fucking chainsaw out there. I'm not going near. Like I swear to God, her eyes were red today. She's a fucking demon dog. Okay, Gene Graves, Karua Transition Finder got a name change from Tranny Finder. Is that it? Yeah, they went with like a more politically correct term of Transition Finder. Who cares? I guess too many people were suddenly thinking that it was a chick with a dick or something. So, whatever. So yeah, it's the Transition Finder. So yeah. Okay, Yellow Backpack Guy. What's the fastest you've gone on a board? Fire Q Resolve. 1.21 gigawatts. That's as fast as I've gone. I don't know. I don't fucking pay attention to that shit. Yeah, good. You lose a turn. Fucking dude. I don't care. All these people are like, I've done 73 miles an hour on my fucking snowboard. Cool, I guess. You know what I did? 150 in my car. Way cooler. And it goes vroom, vroom. Like, why do you care what fast you're going on your snowboard? Like, I've seen a lot of people just pointing it. Can't fucking turn to save their life, going as fast as they can. I'm like, what the? Fucking throw a turn in there. It looks good. And remember to bend your knees when you turn. There's a lot of people that are taking advice from Snowboard on Pro Camp. And, that whole straight leg thing going on. No, you don't need that. Bend your fucking knees. That might actually end up on the wheel. Bend your knees. So, we got that going on. Okay, Brandon. Pocket Rocket looks sweet. I've heard a nose rider is coming. You hear this? Yeah. So they talked to me. I should be able to get a Pocket Rocket, hopefully, to test in the fall. There is a nose rider, and it's got the ICS track, and you can actually slide it forward to put your stance all the way out on the nose of it. It's in the catalog, and I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen the catalog, and I can't remember if they said they were thinking of sending me one as more of like a novelty review, because that's really what it would be. Like, am I going to fucking set my stance all the way up on the nose of that thing? No, I'm not stupid. I don't want to die. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, what do we got here? Samuel Dudley, the 17th. Got a party wave at the end of last season. Took it out once at Sugar Bush for spring run. Holy hell, it's fun. Psyched for next season. The party wave is a fun party board. Yes. So, okay. Okay, what do we got here? All right. Theo Flo, I might have missed it. What happened to the Volvo? So for an update on last week with my Volvo car issues, so it's a door actuator. The internal motor shorted out and was sending a surge back through the system, turning the lights on. So it's actually getting worked on right now. And I have a solenoid with the transmission that was starting to go bad. So it was having some shifting issues, which is way cheaper of a fix than a brand new transmission, because they quoted me at like $8,900 for a new transmission. I'm not paying $8,900 for a brand new transmission. So I get the solenoid fixed. So the Volvo will be running again, and then I'll be able to drive past all you slow motherfuckers that want to do 20 under the fucking limit in the goddamn left lane. The left lane is for fucking crime. Get your ass in the right lane. I'm looking at every one of you motherfuckers that has an out-of-state plate that drives here. I know who you are. I see you. Get the fuck out of my way. If I want to do 130 in the left lane, that's my prerogative to get my license taken away from me. Okay. Ooh, here we go. From Brent Quam. Are the Nitro Team Pro bindings a good choice for all mountain freestyle riding? They're a little bit stiffer, but yes, that is a great binding. Like, Nitro bindings are, in my opinion, the most underrated binding out there for the tech that you get in there for the price point. Like, most people, you put it on the shelf and you have your Burton, your Rome, your Ride, your Union, and then you have Nitro in there. They're not even going to look at the Nitro, regardless of how much tech they actually have in there. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a push for Nitro bindings this year in some of the top 5 lists that we're doing. So be aware of that. I think that they're highly underrated as a binding line from a company. All right. Let's see. Okay. Well, I think we're good on that. Okay. Joey Infortuno. tore my ACL in March. Should I get canted bindings or canted footbeds? That's a really tough question because I'm not looking at the natural stance alignment of how you stand. But the big thing is get an aftermarket footbed first and foremost, regardless if it's canted or not. Just something that's going to give you that arch support, that's going to cradle that foot, that's not going to let that arch collapse, that maybe it does have to be canted a little bit to correct for any supination or pronation that's going on with your foot. That way you're going to get your stance lined up. Now, if you're just going to do a flat footbed, which is not a bad thing to do, and maybe you're a little, bow-legged, then yeah, you want that canting to put it back in. But the big thing is with canting, it's really designed so that it works with wider stances. So if you're one of those guys with a wider stance but you get knee problems, that's where canting the binding actually comes in versus getting canting on the footbed, which will help alleviate a lot more of the problems. It's one of those things, if you have a local boot fitter, go talk to them, see what they actually recommend. Okay. Let's see. All right. What are we looking for here? Okay, Flare Blitz. Have you had a chance to ride the 2022 Black Snowboard of Death or Kazoo? Didn't ride the Kazoo because I'm pretty sure nothing's changed in it. But I did ride the new Black Snowboard of Death for 2022. So I really love the 2021 Black Snowboard of Death. Like, that's my favorite version of it. So they added some new boards to the line. Like, there's the Mega Merc, and they tweaked a few other things. So what they did with the Black Snowboard of Death is they beefed it back up. It is stiff. It is aggressive. It is that free ride charger again. And that's where it needs to be. And people that really liked the 2021 Black Snowboard of Death, that's where the Mega Merc comes in. And it's basically the progression of the Mercury, which is what I felt the 2021 Black Snowboard of Death was. So if you liked that Black Snowboard of Death because it wasn't out to totally kill you, that's where the Mega Mercury really comes in my opinion. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Janky Snowboarding. Do you know anything about Burton dropping Thierry, or did Thierry quit? He didn't quit, and they didn't drop him. They moved him down to ambassador status. What has he fucking done in 10 years besides offend a bunch of gay people? And then wait 3 years to send out a bullshit apology as Burton becomes more woke. That's all it is. He openly admits that he'd rather snow skate, and he's kind of over snowboarding. He's burnt out on it. Just make him an ambassador, cart him out at a few events. He can walk around, wave, shake a few babies, kiss a few hands. It'll be fine. Like, he'll show up to Holy Bowly or something like that, and there you go. That's it. He's not, like, off the team. He's just an ambassador. And when you're looking at budgets, it's like, how much product does he fucking really sell for Burton? That's the question. Like, at the end of the day, if I was a TM and in marketing, I'd be like, does he sell product for us? No, Danny Davis does. Hell, Mikkel Bang probably sells more boards for him after his fucking run at Natural Selection than Terrier does. So they just bumped him down. But fucking Transfer Magazine down there in New Zealand, fucking clickbait tops headlines like, oh, fuck, Terrier's been removed, blah, blah, blah. He's a fucking ambassador. He's off the international team or whatever. That's fine. It's kind of like Jeremy Jones Gibber on Nitro. He's an ambassador. They put him in the marketing material. He shows up to events. He's a hype man now. That's what they need. It's kind of like ride with Russell Winfield again. They're giving Russ a bunch of shit. He's a fucking ambassador. There's nothing wrong with going from being pro down to ambassador as you age. It's like you should, because as you come down in your ability and the next generation's coming up, you should be there to bring that next generation up, to push the progression, to do that rather than sitting around sandbagging a fucking paycheck. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that'll get on their knees and suck Terrier's dick and talk about how great he is. Yeah, that's cool. He did a lot for snowboarding at a time in snowboarding, but it's not what you did. It's what you are doing still for snowboarding. Like I look at how LibTech is with Jamie Lynn and him being there. Yeah, he has a pro model, but he's also an artist for them. He's a marketing story for them. Terrier, What, you going to go buy a bunch of fucking step-ons because they paid Terrier to go fucking use them? Come on. Let's be real here. Like, there comes a point where you have to go, hey, it's okay to fucking be on the sides. Like, if you look at the Burton thing, the guy that I have the most respect for at Burton, Dave Downing, because he realized that he wasn't going to be pro forever. So he put himself into a position to do product development. Absolutely fucking amazing. So he's kind of transitioned into this guy that does product development. He still rides for them. He still goes and shoots marketing material when they need him and stuff like that. But he's also the guy, like, I talked to him about getting product. He's worked with friends of mine on getting them product feedback, designing new things, tweaking, figuring out marketing and stuff. That's absolutely amazing. Like, to go from being this pro, you're in their marketing material, like that's what you're paid for, to work yourself in-house. What did Terry do? He just sat around and fucking sandbagged. And I know this is going to piss off a bunch of old fucking blowhards and be like, you need to respect your fucking elders. And as I said, it's not what you've done, it's what you're doing. When I can't do anything more for snowboarding, do you want to fucking still listen to me? I'm not doing shit at that point. Fucking cart me out in the fucking woods and put a bullet in the back of my head. Fucking done. Like, I know there's a shelf life on what I do in snowboarding. I'd make no qualms about it. I'm totally fine with that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Sam Perkins, what kind of bindings would you recommend for a party type snowboards like the War Pig or the Party Platter? What you want is something that you can drive with when you need to, but still has like that surfy, loose lateral play to it. So you're looking at like your Union Stratas, K2 Lean AT, the K2 lineup, your Rome Vices, something with a mini disc, but still gives you that lateral play. But when you drive into the straps, you're going to get that power into it. So, all right. All right, let's see. Okay, Russell NW. I'm a beginner going into intermediate, have a new flow Merc, and need to shop binding soon. Heard you comment on nitros a moment ago. Brent, do you think I should shop? So this, I'll give you some options if you're a solid intermediate. So I'd look at the Rome Vice, the Burton Mission, the Ride C6, A6. You could do a Union Strata, the K2 lineup, and I think that's just going to give you a nice selection right there out of those ones. Okay, Nick Moore Davis. Hey, what would you recommend for groomers in knee-deep POW and trees, preferably volume shifted? I'm looking at the Nitro Squash, K2 Cool Bean, K2 Simple Pleasures. Which one or any better ideas? You don't want the Simple Pleasures. That's going to be stiffer than you think. The Cool Bean's kind of a slug in tight trees. You just have so much width under you. You'd be better off with the new K2 Special Effect. It's got a little more torsional flex to it. The Squash is super solid. If you really want to go volume shifted, that's going to be good in the trees. You'd be looking at like the Rosnell Sushi or even the Sashimi, in my opinion, or like a Telos Backslash. Those ones are like some of my favorite ones overall. Let's see what else is out there. To an extent, the Ride Super Pig kind of fills that niche, but that's give or take. Speaking of niche, the Niche Pyre as well is good too. All right. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, what do we got here? Okay, Ronnie Elfbeck, have you had a chance to ride the K2 Special Effects? I have. I love that thing. So for anyone that doesn't know, for 2022, K2's retired the Cool Bean, and they have a new board called the Special Effect. And it's got 3D shaping. It's got a pointy nose instead of more of that blunted nose like the Cool Bean has. So for frame of reference, this is my Cool Bean, right? So it's more blunt. So the Special Effect comes up. It's more pointed, but it's also got a 3D shaping to the base. And what that does, so you got this 3D hull shape, is that helps funnel out that snow. It's got that setback camber in it. It's a little more torsionally soft than the Cool Bean, which makes it a little more versatile in tight trees. I got to take it out on, there's a couple inches. I can't remember how deep exactly it was that day, but it was a POW day, and it surprised me. It was a spring POW day, so it was heavy POW. And like it's the good next generation of the Cool Bean. It was time to retire the Cool Bean, in my opinion, and that works. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, get your questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. Probably going to stick around for another 10 minutes here, and then I'm going to dip out because I got to take care of some stuff. But unless we really get some crazy questions that I need to just dial in. So get those questions in. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. And yeah, that's about it. Sorry there wasn't any top 5 this week. I was a little busy with some stuff. So yeah. Oh, okay. This is a good one from Hot Dad Boomer 69. I'm getting the K2 Manifest team instead of the Alchemist for All Mountain. I don't know, though. What do you think? With the Alchemist, you have to bring your A game. You have to be aggressive, assertive. You really throw your weight into it. You're pushing hard with it. With the Manifest team, you can be a little more laid back. It's a little more subtle. It kind of reminds me of like riding an older Jones flagship. It's damp yet lively. It's smooth. It grips well on edge. It's actually a really good board. I was really surprised at how well that rode because I didn't like the Manifest the first time I rode it. And then to get on the new Manifest team, I was like, oh, wow, this is a completely different ride than what I was expecting. And there's not really that many tweaks between the Manifest and the Manifest team, but it was there. It worked. It was solid. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Anyways, yeah. So get those questions in. I'm going to try to answer them. I'm looking for stuff here. Okay. Flare Blitz. What sort of binding would you pair with an aggressive freeride board? I would pair an aggressive freeride binding, something that is when you're locked in, it's very responsive. There's not a lot of lateral play. It's all drive. So when you go toe to heel, it's drive. When you're going side to side from nose to tail in that board and you're flexing your boot into it, you're getting more power that's going to push that power into it as well. So you want to make sure that you're going to be able to get that out there. You want to be so in tune with that binding to the board that it's as responsive as the board. You want it to complement that as well as complement your riding style. Okay. Let's see what else we got floating around here. Brandon asks, is it too late to hit up Mount Hood, getting snow withdrawal? Snow's melting hard out there and fast. Honestly, go to New Jersey and ride the Dome. You're probably going to get more snow there. All right. Vincent Do, any changes to the simulator? Nope. That board stays the same. Let's see. I think we're good on that. Okay. Border 411, would you go with the Nitro team over a Cartel on a Mercury? Ask yourself, do you want a composite heel cup, unibody construction so it flexes as one, or do you want a two-piece construction with a metal heel cup? Because it's going to change that power dynamic and how you drive in there. Both of those bindings will match that board perfectly fine. Okay, well, Dragos Cicerano. I'm thinking of getting an all-mountain freestyle, not a lot of park. Also, not much power. I was thinking of Capita Simulator. No, that's a freestyle board. Don't waste your time. Jones Mountain Twin. It's a lot softer and more freestyle. Ride Twin Pig. No. If you're not riding a lot of park, get yourself a fucking directional all-mountain freestyle board. Like, that's realistically it. You don't need these twins. Like, you're barking up the wrong tree with it. You should be looking at, like, your Nitro Dropout, your Karua Transition Finder, a Telos Mic Rankwit, like a ride algorithm would be way better than the Twin Pig, which then again, fuck the Twin Pig. I've never been a fan of that board, even though I know it's gotten changed. I'll find out if I like it next year, I guess. Or not next year, but this fall in there. But you want something that's going to be a little bit more all-mountain versatile than just being stuck in like this lumped in freestyle category, especially if you're not really riding much park. It doesn't make fucking sense. So, yeah. Okay. Luke Dudgeon, I'm a bigger rider, 120 kilograms and US 12 boots, and looking at split boards so far. Can't find any boards with a recommended weight range anywhere near me. Do I just go for the largest board I can find? Yeah, pretty much. Check out the Rosinal XV split, though, because that is designed for beefier riders. So definitely give that one a look. Okay. Let's see. Chad Seymour, have you ever tested the Solomon HPS Woolly Nivolt? If so, what do you think? I don't think I got on the Volley, but unless I did, but you can always check the Solomon Snowboards review playlist because I might maybe I got on the HPS Taka maybe, but those boards are always super fun to ride. They have a good shape to them, so yeah. Okay, G Money. Looking for a board to carve hard, ride aggressively, but can also ride mellow at times. Was thinking a Super Pig or Ravine Select. Which do you prefer the two? If you really want to carve and ride aggressively, but still be mellow at times, I would probably go with the Ravine Select. It's just personal preference there. So yeah. So yeah. So, anyways, there's that. Yeah, gonna try to wind this down. Been here about an hour. So, yeah, I got stuff to do. So, get those last questions in, and we're gonna try to do that. Oh, Ronnie Elfbeck, what snowboard brand do you think has the most innovative take on the 3D shape of their boards? Right now, a lot of people are playing with 3D shaping, so it's really cool to see how progressive a lot of companies are. It's not that any one is more innovative than the other, per se. It's just who's doing it like more functional. Like, I'm not a fan of Battalion's 3BT for the most part, unless it's their powder one. So, like, you know, their party platter, or party wave. Let's see, there's the POW, the big surf one too, stuff like that. The camel toe, the camel 2, that's cool and stuff. But like their twin stuff is like, I'm kind of like, oh wow, cool. I lost my contact point. I get no edge bite now. But I like how Marhar does a very subtle 3D shaping in their boards. That 3D shaping in the new K2 special effect. It's just a straight powder hull. That's really cool. Burton's doing some cool stuff. They're also doing some really fucking crazy shit. Like, I'm like, they're taking it to the far end of the spectrum, and it's like, yo, guys, we got to bring it like over here. We don't need it over here. Like, you guys are on Rain Man level, and we need it more like on Simple Jack, you know? Like, so let's tone that down just a little bit here, guys. So yeah. Okay, Fat Man Scoot, looking to replace my 5-year-old war pig. I just carve a lot now, some side hits and small jumps. Take trips to Utah and Colorado for some pow. Usually ride Mammoth Backslash, Tranny Finder, or Ravine. Go with the Transition Finder. Out of those 3, that's for what you're looking to do. I think that's going to be the most versatile one for you. So yeah. Oh, okay, Brandon, how much taper is too much on a directional to make it suck to ride switch? My fish is 30 millimeters and seems too much. Or is it my switch ride? Well, it's also probably where you have your stance set. Like, that also plays so much into it. Like, if you're all the way set back on that, you know, it's going to be different. I mean, riding switch with 30 millimeters of taper, I mean, you're talking like that much difference. So it's digging in, you know, you're getting that like reverse spatula effect. So it can do it. I think anything over 20 is just overkill. Like, most people probably won't notice 5 to 10 millimeters of taper. 15, you're like, oh, okay, it's kind of there. By about 20, you're like, this is a little iffy and stuff. So there is that. Anyways, guys, let's get those last questions in right now. We're going to call it early. Not going to do 2 hours today. But be aware, we've got some more longer live streams coming up. I'm also looking at possibly doing a second live stream on the weekends. I got to just kind of figure out when I want to do that. Try to hit the Euro people, give them so they don't have to stay up till the ass crack of dawn. So yeah, hopefully we get that taken care of. And yeah, and then also angrysnowboarderstore.com. We're going to have new merchandise. Should have the personal shopper sorted out and bring that back for you guys. Also, if you want to support some snowboarding charities, check out Shred Foundation's link in the description down below. They're having an all-day shred-a-thon this Saturday at Big Snow AD. So we definitely want to support some riders because they're making more snowboarders. So yeah, anyways, we got that going on. Okay, we got Clay Schlegel. What do you think of the Union Flight Pros? I don't. I literally don't think of them. I just sort of like, oh, it exists. I don't care either way. I just know that it exists. Just being honest. Okay, let's see. Well, okay. Okay, Viking Plumber. Love my 2019 Jones flagship. Bought it on your advice. When I blow it out next season, what's a good replacement as the flagship has changed? The flagship has changed. Uh, Ironically, like the new Ultra flagship is so much. It's like actually justifies the price in my opinion because it is the best version of it. It rides like the older flagships, but with like more response to it. So there's that. Otherwise, uh, you could check out the Telus DST. That would be pretty comparable. There's the Ride Berserker. Let's see what else is out there. Kind of thinking that's well. Or you could check out the Amplit Safari as well. That's another good one too. So yeah. All right. Okay, anyways, guys, I think we're going to call this a day. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for you. If you like what we're doing, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP, become a member, support the channel, help us grow. Plus, there's early reviews over there. If you're looking for merchandise, angrysnowboarderstore.com. I'll be back next week for an hour, two, who knows? We'll figure it out then, but you're definitely going to see me. And we got more videos coming your guys' way as well. So be aware of that. I'll see you guys in another video or another live stream.